Hello, I'm Steve Monkey Mason and welcome to Baboonery. Yes, Baboonery 2. Now, I was just about to say I'm not mental. No, seriously. I was just going to say I'm not mental there. And I don't think I'm a bad person either. I just observe people doing some really strange and stupid shit. Now, hiding spoons in places is one thing. Hey, where'd it go? But recently with Baboonery, it was just me like observing something and having a rant about life. Capturing the moment, living the moment, observing what happens in this world. It drives me mad. So, this one is called Petrol Pumps 2 and Aeroplanes. Now, this is the same petrol station I'm about to talk about. Now, me and my girlfriend Annie were set to go to Spain. Annie unfortunately got the late shift before we went to Spain. I had to come and pick her up. Needed a bit of petrol to get there and back. So I had to go to the petrol station, and as I pulled up the petrol station, guess what? All 3 pumps are blocked. Now, 2 of the drivers are filling their cars. Fair enough. So I go for the guy who isn't anywhere near his car, even though he's parked. See, that's a pump there and that's a pump there, he's parked there. Like, this is my beer, this is where I roll. Don't touch my car. So I waited behind him for about 5 minutes and this guy has just disappeared. I have no idea where this guy was. Now, as I'm waiting there, I see this family of 5 appear. And they just appeared from around the corner. They didn't drive there, they just came from the houses behind, I think, I imagine. Now, this guy has not returned, so I pull back and then park in the next bay and fill my car up with some petrol. Now, I filled it right up because I'm getting sick of petrol stations. I really am. I get anxiety attacks about going to the petrol station. Will I have enough time to get £5 worth of petrol? Now, as I go in the petrol station, this is where I think I walked into purgatory. I think I died walking in to the petrol station thinking, what's going on here? As soon as the double doors open, I hear ding, 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 ding. And I can see the dad of the family waiting at the subway queue going ding, 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 ding. Now, eeny, meeny, miny and more, who was with, were all like, hee hee, daddy, that's so funny. That's fair enough, you know, it's a joke. Now, for some reason, the subway woman was behind the petrol station counter. And the guy in the van is still missing. What's going on here? Bit of glory hole action maybes in the toilets? Maybes. But as I walk to the counter, all I hear is ding, 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 ding. Now at this point, this is getting stupid. And now it's not just the dad doing it, it's the kids doing it. Like it's a joke. It was like playing Hungry Hippos again. Seriously, I'm not over exaggerating. I haven't just gone baboonery crazy. They were just ding, 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 ding. And the comments were coming out like, oh, it must be surf service. Go around there, kids, and start making your own sandwich. Really, daddy? And like, this is all happening in a couple of steps towards the counter. The woman behind the counter doesn't normally serve petrol, so every time the bell went ding, she started again repeating herself. Do you have a Tesco's ding? Do you have a Tesco ding? Do you have a Tesco ding? Ding, 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 ding. Do you have a Tesco's club card? No. Which is your car? Ding! Which is your car? Ding! Stop ringing that bell, please! I finally pay for my petrol, and as I'm walking out of the shop, I just go. Just like Jason Voorhees would do, just go. I had no words to say to this family. I could not believe this family had hit this bell about 50 times. Ding, 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 ding. And I just looked at them, and they all went quiet. Because I'm the customer, and I was like, are you for real? Now, as I said, it was a late shift, so this was pretty late on. And on the way back, Annie needed some stuff before we obviously getting up the next morning to go to Spain. So we had to go back to the petrol station. When I get to the petrol station, the petrol guy has returned. That van is gone, but the petrol guy's returned. He has the biggest Cheshire Cat smile on his face you can imagine. I'm like, you were definitely out getting high. Like, he was like, yeah, man, what's going on? I'm like, as I'm waiting on Annie getting her stuff, I see a woman pull up to the petrol station. She parks at the petrol pump. She gets out her car. She makes a beeline for the door. She's not getting petrol. There is about 8 empty bays outside to park your car if you're not getting petrol. Walks and stands at the subway desk. Now, I can see, from my point of view, that the lights are off. There's no one around the counter. The bell has disappeared. But like, the most obvious thing that this subway is now shut, as there's no food, there's no bread. And the woman's just... Now the guy behind the counter, Mr. Cheshire Cat there, he says to me, can you go and tell that lady that they're shut? And I'm like, what do I work here now, do I? But I got great pleasure out of this by going, excuse me, it's shut. It's just like they let you know through me. And she was just like, she turned and then stormed out. So that's my justified story of people at the petrol pumps, really. Now, as I said, this one was called Petrol Pumps 2 and Aeroplanes, so I'll tell you quickly about my trip to Spain. Me and Annie at 5 o'clock in the morning were the only 2 people apparently out of a full plane not to book our seats. It's like, really? And the woman checking in was like, you do know you haven't checked in and you will not be sitting next to each other. I'm like, no, it didn't. No, really, this didn't happen last time. Oh yeah, you gotta do it online now. Then she went, you do realise you can't take a suitcase. And we're like, what? Yeah, apparently you've got to pay £70 for your suitcase. Really? We didn't know that. Apparently it's on our boarding pass. What, that there? That looks like a suitcase. Apparently that there is a carry-on. Yeah, that's what the icon means. I'm sorry, there's a massive Giacomo advert at the bottom that doesn't give me any indication that I cannot take a suitcase on there. So that was £70 on a suitcase. before the holiday even started. Now imagine if me and Annie both took one each. My seat is 1A. Annie's seat is 13F. So I'm not sitting anywhere near Annie. I'm sitting next to a couple that happened to own a house in Benidorm. And the moment they were on the plane, the party started. The woman was passed out. The guy on the end, who best described as by another passenger is Chris Evans, is living it large as soon as he's on the plane. He has 2 double vodkas and coke. It's a 2.5 hour flight. He is getting drinks for him and his wife, but his wife's asleep. I am trying to read Midway by Nathan Robinson. I am minding my whole business the whole flight. I'm in the corner like, yeah, okay. The guy then orders 2 bottles of red wine, like small ones. And at this point, it's a 2-hour flight, but at this point the guy gets loud, obnoxious. Like he is entertaining everyone 5 rows back in his point of view. Even though he's the first point of view on the aeroplane. Anyone who was coming to the toilet never came back to the toilet because they went to the back of the plane after this guy. Now I get it, you're going on holiday, you have a house, you've worked for your time, that's fair enough. What the guy did next was bang out of order. I seen this happen even though I wasn't paying much attention. He spilled his bottle of wine all over the air stewardess. And she was covered. Now, this is EasyJet, so they probably do about this trip about 5 times, maybe 3 times a day. They're back, whatever. So her first flight of the day, she's now covered in red wine. He started calling the woman fat ass. It was her fat ass. The woman was nowhere near him when it happened, except for being in the trajectory of his crap.
Hold that fat ass.
There was no need for that kind of, like, honest to God, I was like, ugh. And once again, he was just fat ass this, fat ass that. He then looked at me to get approval of his jokes, and I just went. I just stared at him. I was just like, there was no need for that. There's no need to get shit-faced on a 2.5 hour flight to Spain. And by the time we get to Spain, it'll be 10 o'clock in the morning. What's the point of being that shit-faced? I was just like, get out of this aeroplane. Go away, mister. He didn't stop there. While waiting for the baggage to come out as well, he was like, someone had a guitar. And he was like, whoa, guitar, oh. Like doing strumming like this, going, oh, what are you going to do with that? If somebody's got a guitar on an aeroplane, it's a good chance they're going to play somewhere. Wow. This is Baboonery. This is real life stories compressed, thought about, then blah. But I don't mean ill faith to anybody. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. It's just sometimes some people don't think. And I will just be like, really? No, really? Seriously? What the fuck are you doing? Are you not even registering what you've just done? I've been Steve Monkey Mason. This is Baboonery. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. So here's a funny outtake for Baboonery. And the night I was cutting the video, Annie knocked on the door and I didn't expect Annie to knock on the door. And she went, knock, knock, knock. Now quickly, Annie got us a present. So I was just sitting editing and I was literally about to shut down the computer. And Annie rings us going, knock, knock. Now I thought you were out with Kathy drinking.
I was.
And she's appeared with a box. Right, this could be either some dirty laundry, nothing, or it could be one of my childhood heroes returning after 25 years. This could be a very expensive, retro rare artifact from the 80s. This is very expensive. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the return of Snarf. So yeah, Snarf was in the box. How mint is Snarf? Snarf, Snarf. And me and Annie watched a rough cut of Baboonery 2. And guess where we ended up? The petrol station. Can you believe it? I was just like, Annie, we can go to Tesco's. It's open 24 hours. Now Annie found this utterly hilarious as there is a sign now in the petrol station that says, ring the bell for attention. Once. Just stop ringing it loads. I've been Steve Monkey Mason. This is the end of Baboonery 2. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.